We want to continue looking at solving multi-step story problems using bar models. Now don't forget, bar models sounds a lot harder than it really is. Bar modeling is just drawing a picture to help keep your thoughts and your process organized while you're solving the problem. Let's take a look at this bar model type problem. It says something real simple. Charlie has 5 times as many stamps as Ryan. They have 1,608 stamps in all. How many more stamps does Charlie have than Ryan? Let's just kind of take a look at what that would look like. In the bar model setup, it's going to say that Charlie has 5 times as many stamps as Ryan. So here's Charlie, and here's Ryan. And these would be the boxes that they could put their stamps in. Charlie has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes compared to Ryan's 1 box. That's 5 times as many as Ryan. That makes sense. Now the rest of the story says that they have 1,608 stamps altogether. So they share 1,608 stamps. They don't share it equally, but they share those 1,608 stamps between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. So we would divide 1,608 divided by 6. Do the division. When I divide, that tells me there are 268 stamps in each one of these 6 boxes. So I know Ryan has 268 stamps, and Charlie has 5 times that amount. Now I could add all of those together, or I could just simply multiply. So Charlie has 1,340 stamps, Ryan has 268 stamps. But the final part of the question asks, how many more stamps does Charlie have than Ryan? Well, that asking of how many more tells me I'm going to subtract. I'm going to take the number of stamps Charlie has, 1,340, and I'm going to subtract the number of stamps Ryan has, minus 268. Don't forget to borrow. So my final answer shows that Charlie has 1,072 more stamps than Ryan. So really, the bar modeling, all it did was help me draw a picture to keep track of what I needed to do and how to find out who had what so I could solve that question. This is how we're going to look at bar modeling problems pretty much all the time. Draw the picture, look at what the picture asks, solve through step by step. Read it one sentence at a time and work each step as it comes. Let's look at another bar model story problem and just see how these things can get really simplified by just drawing out the pictures. So it says Mr. Shea saved $2,500 in April. His monthly salary is twice the amount of money he saved in April. In May, he saved a certain amount of money. He spent $4,200 more than the amount that he had saved. How much did he save in May? Wow. It was even hard for me to read, so I know it's kind of hard to follow along and figure out what's going on. So we have to work this one step at a time. It says that Mr. Shea saved $2,500 in April. So I'm going to say his savings in April was $2,500. All right, keeping track of that one. The next part is it says his monthly salary is twice the amount he saved in April. Okay, so his salary is $2,500 times 2. Well, that's $5,000. Okay, so far so good. Now let's look at what it says next. In May, he saved a certain amount of money. Okay, he spent $4,200 more than the amount he saved. How much did he save in May? So we don't know how much money he saved in May, but we know he saved some and then spent more, but he still had the same amount of earnings. He still had that $5,000 salary. So we've got to figure out how much did he save in May. So let's look at this. We don't know exactly how much he saved in May. So we're going to call this his savings in May. Okay, that much we can see. His savings in May is a certain amount. Don't know what it is yet. We'll get there. Then it says he spent $4,200 more than the amount he saved. So his spending in May was the amount he saved plus $4,200 more. But here's the thing. All of this has to total up to his $5,000 monthly salary. So what he saved in May plus what he spent in May has to add up to $5,000. I don't know what these two boxes are quite yet, but I do know I've got this $4,200 floating around out there. So I can subtract that. So I want to find out these guys just by themselves how much money was between those two boxes. So 5,000 minus 4,200 is $800. So he saved in May and his spend in May minus that $4,200 is going to be $800. Now wait, so the two boxes here are going to be $800 divided among them. Oh, 800 divided by 2. So Mr. Shea saved $400 in May. Again, we drew the bar just to show us, the bar models, just to show us what was happening in the story. We knew that he had saved a certain amount, plus spent it for his spendings. And then to figure that out, we took the difference between his salary and his spendings. We could find out how much he had saved, plus a little extra. Divide that out by 2. Find that Mr. Shea saved $400 in the month of May. Bar modeling, again, is taking the problems a step at a time, drawing a picture so that we're organized and we can see what's happening, working through it, and finding our final answer.